Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to another Two Looks Tuesday. This is a little bit different of a Tuesday, Two Looks Tuesday for me. I am still taking one palette. I am still doing two looks, but this day I'm going to do a daytime to a nighttime look. This was really kind of fun. I really have been enjoying this palette. It's not a first impression or anything. It's been such a good go-to versatile palette that I have been obsessing over sneak peeks. But yeah, I decided to do a daytime to a nighttime look with one palette, which is something different that I haven't done with any of my Two Looks Tuesdays. So if you're really excited to see how to go from daytime to nighttime with this palette, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and let's jump into the makeup. Okay, now that I have you zoomed in, I do have everything all completed on my face. Everything's ready to go. My eyes are primed. I did prime with the Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer in Nude. This is my favorite go-to, so I did remember that today. I am super excited to try this Two Looks Tuesday with kind of a twist instead of two completely different looks, but two completely different looks in one. So we are going to start with the daytime one. I have worn this particular look quite a few times. I've fallen back in love with the neutrals. I don't know if I went too far crazy with the colors and then I kind of scared myself back to the neutrals, but this has been my go-to palette. Oh, I love this palette a lot. So I am going to start with this shade right here, a Soft Touch in the crease. I am just going to take a fluffier brush. I'm going to tap this in my kind of natural crease, but I do take this just a little bit higher. This is a very cool toned color and I do really like it. But it is more of a softer, subtle kind of a shade, I feel like. So there's just a little bit of shadowing with this shade, which I really, really like. And I'm also going to take a small tapered brush with the same color, and I'm going to go on the lower lash line just to give it something and meet it up with that right there. Okay, super quick, super easy so far. I am going to take a flat shadow brush like this, and I'm going to go into the shade right here in the buff. And I am going to tap this just on the center towards the inner. And I am going to hit the inner corner with this shade. It is, I think it does have a little bit of like a pearly kind of shift to it. It's not completely matte, but I do feel like it's got a little bit of a pearl to it. But it's very, very pretty. Then I'm going to take kind of a small tapered detail brush. This is kind of a newer brush and I really, really have been enjoying this. And I'm going to go into this shade right here. I believe this is Smokin' Hot. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's called Smokin' Hot. And I am going to tap this on the outer V or the outer 7, however you prefer to call it, just to give it a little bit of extra definition, but keep it very, very light-handed. Especially, I'm thinking if you're working and you can't really wear too heavy of makeup, or you're just, it's not your thing, but you want to feel very put together. This is a very, very quick look. And I do like it. So there's that on one side. I'm going to zoom through this eye and I'll be right back. Okay, and here is the finished first look. It's kind of more of a matte look. It's very natural. It's very pretty. I really, really have been enjoying this look. I did pop in some brown eyeliner. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Never Fail eyeliner in the shade brown. I did just tightline it with that. I do feel like just tightlining it really fills in my mascara, fills in my lash area, and it makes it look much more filled in than what it is. The brown I kind of feel like is more natural looking than the black. So I have really been enjoying this pencil. It is kind of newer, but this is the first look. I love this look. I have worn this. It's a matte everyday, quick and easy. A couple pencils and you're good. Or a couple brushes and you're good. But it's a very easy look. You can wear this wherever. I'm almost positive that every place of employment would approve this unless makeup 100% is a no-go for your place of work. But this is a very easy look. I also have been really obsessed with just doing like the outer half of my bottom lashes. I seen somebody on YouTube do it and I apologize. I didn't write it down. I didn't mentally note who did it. If you know who did this or somebody that does this, leave it down in the comments so credit can go somewhere. It's not my idea. I did see it on YouTube and I'm sorry I don't remember who it was, but they did it and I was like, oh, that's kind of different and kind of pretty. And I feel like it's almost more natural looking to do just the outer half of my lower lashes. So that has been a thing I have been enjoying off camera, but doing it on camera now. So I hope you like this first look. I'm going to zoom you back in and we're going to get into the after hours or cocktail hour, however, after work. Anyways, second look with this palette. I absolutely do love this look, you guys. I think it's very flattering. It's just so neutral and so natural. Okay, so I am going to start by changing the lid color, and one of my favorite colors is this one right here. This is Come Hither. It's like a cool tone, deep bronze, I guess. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to use kind of a flatter shadow brush for this one. And it is dry. I do think that this one is quite punchy and beautifully pigmented on its own. Try not to mess with the mascara, and I am taking this all over the lid. Very carefully. Almost coming from above instead of just on the mobile lid, which will be different for everybody. So I just love this color. I love this color just on its own and then blended up into the crease a little bit. And then I am going to take that crease brush that we used from earlier, and I'm going to drop down to this shade, which is Untamed. It is a matte brown. And I'm going to, right where we did the other matte brown, the outer 7, I'm just going to trace right over it. Deepen it up. It's a very, very beautiful chocolatey brown. It's dark enough. It's almost a black. I do like this. It's beautiful as a liner as well. Just kind of keep shading that in. I do like to shade that corner. I am keeping this pretty low to begin with. And then I will take the crease brush that we used from earlier and just blend those together and blend that darker shade up a little bit. And that's one thing I really love about these Milani shades is they just blend so easy. I love them for the pigmentation, and the blendability is, holy crap, so nice. Next, I'm going to take a angled liner brush and I'm going to go back into that dark brown shade. And I'm just going to stamp this into my lower lash line, which is somewhat difficult with mascara, but and I am stamping back up to the top outer V or 7, whichever, just so that there is one line there. Just to definitely deepen up that outer side. And then I'm going to take the small smudger brush and then I'm going to go into, let's go into this shade right here, which is Smokin' Hot. And I'm going to take that all along the lower lash line. I'll blend out that dark brown that we laid down so it's more smudged in. I've also worn this. I mean, this would be a nighttime look for a mom. I mean, I have worn this out of the house. Don't get me wrong, because this palette just, it has my heart. I don't know what it is, but I love this palette. Okay, next I'm gonna take a domed brush like this, and I'm going to go into this top shade right here, Diamonds and Pearls, and then I'm going to dip into this one as well, which is in the buff. So I'm going to mix the two. In the buff is, I think, a matte shade. I don't think there's kind of any pearly shift to it, and the other one is almost too glittery, but not pigmented enough. Make sense? So I mix the two back and forth, and I'm going to take this on the inner corner here and then also trail it into maybe the beginning quarter of my eyelid. Just keep mixing the two, but it almost gives it just the perfect shift. And then I am going to take this a little bit on the lower tear duct line, kind of meeting up where we had that dusty brown. And next I'm going to take a fan brush right here, and with the matte shade here in the buff, I'm going to use that under my brow bone. And I give that a highlight there. That's so pretty. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with my eyeliner, and I'm going to do the lower lash line, but just the outer half, maybe into the last 3/4 of my eye. I'm leaving the inner quarter for surely not touched. Just like that, and not that it needs it, but I will just make sure that I have all of my tight line done again. I actually think I'm going to go in with a shadow for the upper lid. So I am going to go into the shade down here, Untamed, with that liner brush again that we used for the lower corner. And I'm just going to stamp this along the top. I'm not very skilled at liner after mascara. I tend to really screw up my mascara, so this works. And again, I only do about the outer 3/4 of my eye. I do leave almost the whole inside quarter of my eye alone, just because I feel like if I put too much liner there or shadow liner, I feel like it closes my eye and it makes me look tired. And I don't like that, so there's that. I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Lasting Drama Light Liner in Shiny Bronze right here. I use this often, and I'm going to hit the lower inner lash line with this. Tracing around the tear duct. A little bit my skin tone, but it does give it a little bit of a shimmer, a little bit of something. So this is after hours, and this is the daytime look. I'm going to zoom through this eye right here, and I will be right back with my final thoughts. So here is the finished look for the second after hours or just a sultry look. I have worn this as well, just running to the grocery store. Like I said, I've really fallen in love with this palette. It's versatile, it's quick, it's all lined up for you for the most part. I mean, the mattes are next to each other, but then there's the columns. This palette, oh, I really love this palette, you guys. This look is absolutely a gorgeous look. It is a neutral lover's like go-to. If you can get away with this during the day, why not wear it? It's beautiful on its own. It's beautiful for the nighttime look. I just really love this palette. Like I said, it's daytime, it's nighttime, it's all time. You can get so many looks out of this, and it's fantastic. So I hope you guys had a awesome Tuesday today. I hope you had fun hanging out doing 2 Looks Tuesday with me again. I hope you subscribe, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and share with your girlfriends so they can get daytime to nighttime too with one palette. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!